Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video we're going to be talking about the brand new SMG that just came to Call of Duty World War II. And the main point of the video is to give you a best class setup for the brand new DLC weapon, the EMP-44. So hopefully you do stick around and enjoy the entire video. I'm going to give you the best class setup right now. The class setup I go with is Commando and either Escalation or Blitzkrieg, but since I was running on shipment, I decided to go with Hunker. My second basic training would be Escalation, and for my 3 attachments you can see that I'm using extended mags, rapid fire, and then I am using advanced rifling. Although the ammo capacity is actually higher than most of the SMGs in the game, I still recommend it just because it gives you a little bit of safety, a little bit of cushion in case you start missing shots or you end up getting an assist. And as we know with assists, they're not going to refill our ammo. It's going to take that kill to get that double kill, which Escalation will automatically refill. And then when it comes to rapid fire, this gun has a pretty good rate of fire as it is. You could easily swap that out for grip. And then for the third attachment, it really just comes down to what your preference is. Personally, I like running suppressor, but I thought I'd give advanced rifling a go, and this weapon absolutely melts, even at pretty reasonable distances, especially when you have that advanced rifling on. So in the gameplay you're seeing in the background, this is running specialist, so specialist is a perfectly good option as well, because you can absolutely tear up a match. Now what we'll do is go ahead and transition to a regular match using the class setup that I described. And now I actually have streaks going, and obviously since I'm running Hunker, I'm not going to get them quite as fast, but they still are very essential into making sure I chain these kills together and go on a pretty lengthy unstoppable. And you'll just see how long it goes. You'll see if I get that V2 rocket. If you are enjoying the video so far, do remember to hit that like button. I do have a goal of 400 likes on the video, so if you can help me out with that, those likes do help the channel and they do help the video. So if you can help out, I'd be very appreciative of that. If you're brand new to the channel, I typically cover Call of Duty news, in-game updates, best class setup, subscriber breakdowns, as well as tips and tricks on how to improve at Call of Duty. If any of that seems interesting to you, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. This is the point where I typically transition to a gameplay breakdown, kind of taking through my thought process. Obviously it's shipment, so there's a couple ways to play shipment. Not really crazy absurd. It really just depends on who you're playing against. For the most part, you're going to run into all kinds of nonsense in shipment. There's always people with shields, there's people with requisitions, there's people throwing satchel charges, there's people using commando and throwing nades from the sky. There's all kinds of craziness when you actually jump into a shipment match. So obviously you got to play it a little different and adjust to your opponents. In this one, it wasn't too crazy. I had teammates that were crazy about capturing the objective, and we ended up triple capping early on, which you'll see coming up. And these one-shot shotguns, man, they get pretty disgusting. Luckily for that one, I was in the 2-shot range, but man, does that get annoying when you play against. It just ends up ruining your feeds. At the end of the day, it is in the game, so it is what it is. But one-shot kill weapons always take a little bit of the skill element out of the game, because if they miss, cool. If they don't, then you're dead. There's nothing you could have done. A lot of times you'll hit marker them, 3 shots to the body, and you need 4 to kill them. They destroy you just because they get that one shot off. So at the end of the day, it is a little bit unforgiving for them, and that's why they typically go negative. But that's kind of part of the game. You just got to kind of deal with it, even though it is really frustrating in my opinion. So pretty much right now, I'm just kind of holding down the middle of the map, kind of rotating, trying to figure out where the spawns are. You can see they're kind of spawning in this back right side on the opposite side of C. There's a lot of nade action going on, which Hunker is saving my life in this scenario. Just repositioning, making sure I get to full health. And then I get absolutely demolished by someone I can't even react to. Good shot on him. He didn't miss, because odds are if he missed, probably would have cleaned up the kill. Then I run back through the middle, clean up that kill, and then just kind of position, peeking if they're going to spawn on this right side. Kind of in a bad spot, and then every time you're in the middle, you're at risk of getting naded. So Hunker is almost mandatory if you're going to be running around, staying in the middle. If you're going to stick to the outskirts and kind of camp a head glitch, then you can kind of get away with not really running Hunker, but for the most part, you're going to have issues. Right here, I cannot. I was trying to get rid of this paratrooper insert. It wouldn't let me. Literally, I was spamming it. Wouldn't let me. And I almost died because I wanted to get rid of that, because literally if I'm killing somebody, then they're going to be coming out of the sky, throw a nade, stick me. You guys have been there. I know you have. Somebody shooting a launcher from the sky. Like I said, shipment is probably the most annoying field part of the game, especially if people don't want to just play it with regular meta guns. I would love shipment 24/7. Literally, if no one was running shotguns, snipers, or double explosives with saboteur, and they're basically giving up Hunker to have saboteur if they're going to actually go that route. You can see the gun's absolutely melting. I'm coming through, clearing out the spawns, trying to stay towards the middle of the side, but really trying to avoid the middle, because that's nade spam city. So I'm just kind of rotating back and forth, and you can see one of my random teammates is absolutely demolishing with the VMG. Those guys are just running into his line of sight. That's crazy. I want that sight line. But yeah, this map could be very broken at times just because of the way it could be played. The spawn manipulation is pretty aggressive if you play with 3 or 4 people that know exactly how they should be playing it. But overall, the map plays very well for this SMG. You're able to rotate around, get some good kills. You can see the ranges at which I'm getting those kills. Right now, I'm just trying to get the paratroopers. I got to call in my firebombing run. I see all the little mortar strikes, artillery stuff on the top left over by C. So I decided to drop a little bit of the firebombing run on that right side. So I wanted to know your guys' thoughts about this in the comment section below. I've seen a lot of people start posting shipment, and it's not for any reason other than the connections are bad, in my opinion. I think there are some people that are posting it just because it's easy little feeds like you're seeing here and the clips I've shown in the past couple videos that have shipment. But overall, for me personally, the only reason I'm playing shipment is because the connections are so bad. These are the only lobbies you can get 6v6. And that's a shame. I go into TDM, it's 4v3. It's like, man, what the heck am I gonna do with 4v3? It's just kind of a boring match, especially if you end up on a bigger map and people are not moving. The other part of it is when you go into domination, it's the same thing. People leave in the second half. If they're losing, you're calling in streaks. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you guys having unfull lobbies where they're just not 6v6 and you're forced to play shipment or another mode that maybe you don't want to play? I'd love to play gridiron. I'd love to play domination on regular maps. But at the end of the day, the connection's just not there. Since we are at the halftime, it's a good time to go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, and go ahead and make sure you subscribe, turn those notifications on. So this part, obviously you can see I'm already streaking, and one of the hardest parts for me in this game without running blitzkrieg is knowing what streak you're actually on when it comes to the gun streak. I really wish they would have added a counter so you could say, okay, I'm on a 22 gun streak or whatever the case is, so that you could at least know where you're at in your streak. So on this part, the timing is so lucky for me. You can see my teammate jumps in front of me right when the guy comes around the corner, and the guy ends up killing him, and I clean up the shotgun guy. And I want to make it clear, I know I talk a lot about having a problem with one-shot kill weapons, and my problem is that people are using them and going negative. I don't care if you use a sniper and you're a beast at sniping and you have a 2 KD and you're demolishing on every match, you're doing good. What I have a problem with is that guy who goes 2 and 27, decided to use a sniper, and his 2 kills were the kills that ended my streak. If he would have used a regular gun, he probably would have got more kills, but at least I would have felt more fair about those engagements. Literally, someone going 2 and 27 and killing me once off of my streak, it's kind of annoying. That's the problem with it. Same thing with shotgunners. Go ahead and look at their KDs right at the end of a match. Look at their objective play. They're just running around wild men. And at the end of the day, that's not how you should be playing the game. Obviously, if you're going to play smart and all that stuff, you're going to get your camo grind going. That's all cool. I can respect that. I've gone for my camo grind. I already know what it's like to go through that hassle. But I'm specifically talking about those people that have diamond shotguns and they run around with the shotgun going negative every single match. And at the end of the day, I can't really complain about how someone else has fun at the game if that's legitimately how they have fun. But I definitely wouldn't recommend that strategy if you're actually looking to get better at the game, unless you're just looking to get better with shotguns. So something to keep in mind. Right here, I know that I'm close to my streak because I'm cycling through. I'm about to get that third set of paratroopers, which you see is about to cycle through. I still just couldn't call the ones I had in. End up wasting a set of paratroopers. But I'm literally holding down this A flag. I keep rotating back and forth. I do have a teammate with me right now. But for the most part, we're destroying this enemy team. I don't really think they care about the objective at all. We've had a triple cap for a long time, and the little icons aren't even flickering for the flags being taken away. And from my experience, this is what happens in a shipment match when all that nonsense is taken out. There's not tons of people running shotguns. There's not a bunch of people trying out for phase with their quick scoping. There's not a lot of people using requisitions. At the end of the day, it was just pretty balanced. Requisitions, they're probably going to get their streaks towards the end of the match. But overall, I'm just trying to play it safe, maintain this head glitch on the barrel. They are coming around this right side, so I'm just pre-aiming, pre-firing in some scenarios, and just trying not to end off my streak. I'm trying to communicate with my teammate, Earl Shatter. Obviously, he knows what's going on. I'm kind of communicating with him, telling him, yeah, I'm getting close, I'm getting close. And right here, I'm just trying to position. There was a lot of nade spam right there. Get that B2 rocket. Go ahead and hit that like button. You got 7 seconds before that timer goes down. I'm just kidding. If you want to hit the like button, go for it. I was just kind of messing around. But you can see kind of what happens when you actually play effectively in a match when there isn't a bunch of nonsense. To be honest, though, shipment match like this is very rare. You almost always have some people just not playing the way the game is intended to be played, at least in my opinion, which is through gunfights. And one of the craziest parts about the match is I didn't even look at the scoreboard while we were playing. We have a master prestige in there. You can look at his actual score per minute right there is 0 for an entire match. He had 0 kills and 30 plus deaths. which I'd never seen. He literally scored 0 points in a shipment match, which I have literally never seen before. So go ahead and comment down below with an F to pay respects. If you did enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button. Stuck around to the end at this point and you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.